Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from around the world. Anyway, name that tune.
Well, I saw a couple of comments pop up.
Yeah.
From Spiky and Sinky, and they both said top cat.
Yeah, well done. Spiky and Sinky. Okay, so today, anyway, welcome to the live stream tutorial today. But I'm going to make it a bit of a tutorial with a difference this time. I'm going to, every 15 minutes, so it's kind of 5 o'clock-ish now, 5:05. So at about 5:15 or something like that, I'm going to do a little name that tune. So I'm going to do one at 5:15, one at 5:30, one at quarter to, one at the end. And so a little name that tune. So I'll just do the intro of something, and you have to guess what it is. Just as a, there's no cash prize, though, I'm afraid. Not yet, anyway. But anyway, I've also had a request for some boogie woogie right hand riffs, okay, little tricks, some intros and endings, and somebody wants to learn. I can't remember who it was now. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner. I've had a request for, and also Lean on Me, the old Bill Withers one. So I'm going to try and fit all those in. So we're going to start with a sort of basic boogie woogie in C, like we did the first week, and I'll do another intro, a new intro this time, and another little riff, and yeah, what do you think? Is that good?
Sounds good.
Okay, shall we try it then?
Yeah.
Okay, so, I think on the first week we kind of did that. Do you remember that? So just to recap everybody, it's on the first live stream I did. And then we went into the boogie woogie. Anyway, what I'm going to do this time, I'm going to show you an alternative intro, and it's one I use quite a bit. You'll probably recognise it. Right, let's learn that, shall we? Okay, so therefore, and then you see you'll have two intros, and two intros is plenty to be sort of getting on with, I think. Okay, so if we look at, here's C, okay, obviously middle C, and we all know about middle C. This is the C above middle C, okay? And this intro is going to be like this, look. It's just with one hand at the moment, just the right hand. And it goes like this, okay? Index finger on the C. And get your third finger ready to play the E flat. So you start with the C just on its own. And play them together then. So it's C, and then C and E flats. So, and then go to C to E natural. So that's the start of it, okay? Okay, one more time. Okay, now the next phase of it is come over with the index finger onto the E flat down here, and then thumb onto the E natural. So time. Then go down to this G with the index finger, then the F sharp with your third finger, and then end on the F natural. And at the same time as you play the F natural, you bring your left hand in that just plays one note, which is the G here. So it's like this from the top. One more time. So if you keep playing that, keep practicing it, very, very slow. Remember what I always say is speed will come alone, so don't try and rush it to start with. If you're just beginning, if you're just starting out, sort of thing. So just take it at this pace. And then when you hit that F natural at the end, that's when the left hand comes in with the G here. So, sorry. And then you've got. I tell you what, what I'm playing now, this intro, I got it from somewhere, and it's a B-side of a particular number one. It was a number one in 1971. I just want to see if anyone recognises it, if anyone will get it, because it's quite an obscure one, and it's what got me into Boogie Woogie, actually, this particular record. There it goes. So I'm going to talk you through the next part of it now. So after you've done your intro, okay, you start that you've done the intro, and this is where the tune kicks in. Okay, so you start with E flat with your index finger. You might notice a bruise on there. I'll tell you about that later. Anyway, index finger on the E flat, and then your thumb to the E. So don't bring the left hand in yet. Bring the left hand in when you play the E natural. So it goes. So the left hand is just doing the chop, which we did in lesson 1. It's just kind of, as we know, just to recap, it's C and G, and C and A. Hit C and G twice, and C and A twice. So it's okay, but that's on live stream lesson 1. So if you go back to that, you'll be able to see that. So now, if you bring in this tune now, so the left hand comes in with not with the E flat. Otherwise, it'll be, if you come in with the E flat, it'll sound like this. It will be out of synchronization, and we don't want that. So the E flat plays on its own, and then when you hit the thumb on the E natural, that's when the left hand brings what we call the chop. I don't know why it's called the chop, but that's what it's known as in the trade. Okay, so E natural. I'll just do the right hand first, actually. E flat, E natural, then G, A, G. Okay, can you do that? And then you land on E and C. So, and then the last little tag of the riff is A, G, and then you play the E and C together. So it's thumb on the E, little finger on the C at the top, and then A, G, and then, so it goes like this, look. E flat, E, G, A, G, E and C, hit twice, A, G, then E and C again, A, G, and then end on E and C. So, and when you add the left hand, which is the chop, it's going to be like this. then you move to F, and then the left hand obviously plays the F chop, and the right hand plays A flat. Now the thing is, this is the same as what we just did in C, but it's transposed to F, and I'll show you the transpose to save you working it out. The index plays the A flat, thumb on the A, C, D, C, and then A and F together. D, C, A and F together. D, C. So with the left hand. And then we go back to the C one, because it's obviously a 12 bar. Now when we go to G, instead of doing the riff in G, there's not enough time, because when you're on G in this 12 bar blues thing or boogie woogie thing, the G is only 1 bar, so it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, then to F. So there's no time to play the whole riff in G, because you'd be a bar too long, you see. So you haven't got to do the riff in G, and you can so in G I just go, okay, B, E, and G, while you're playing the G riff in the left hand, the G chop. So it's, and go down in semitone. So you haven't even got to really know what the notes are. You just go down in semitone. So it's B, E, and G to B flat, E flat, and F sharp, and then A, D, and F. So instead of remembering the notes, just follow your fingers down chromatically, or in semitones. So and then we go down to F, because we're still in the 12 bar, and F again on the way down is only 1 bar. So you just do the same thing in F. So when you land after the G, you're gonna land on the A, the D, and the F. So when you hit the F chord in the left hand, stay where you are. You don't need to move this. Stay where you are. So on the F, you just go again in everything's semitones, chromatically going down. So the G goes like this, and then on the F chord it's okay, and then we go back to C, and then we stop and go play the intro again. So the whole thing from the start played really slow, okay? So from the intro. So one more time from the top. So if you count the bars, you see you're going. These are the notes that come in between the gaps. So for C, it's the E flat comes in before you hit the riff, and in it, the same in F, the A flat before you hit. So the F riff in the left hand will only come in when you hit the A. Don't bring it in on the A flat, because that A flat slips in before the left hand comes in, if you see what I mean. And then back to. This is the good bit. Look, you see this kind of on the G, and after a little bit of time, and you get used to playing it, you can kind of go. What I'm doing, I'm trilling the notes. But don't worry about that for now if you're just starting. Okay, so that is the first little riff, and as I say, it's just come back to me actually. I don't know if anyone's guessed it, but it's a B-side of a Dave Edmunds number one from 1971. So it's the B-side of that. So if you ever find out what the B-side of, I'll tell you. It's the B-side of Dave Edmunds' "I Hear You Knocking." It's the B-side of that, but I can't think what it's called. The titles escape me. Anyway, any viewers to start?
Well, yeah, we've got a few people. We've got a lot of people watching actually, but I just want to say a big shout out because I think that we either didn't realise this or didn't think about it because
What?
a lot of people are saying I'm here. Made a very tough decision watching the Six Nations rugby tonight or the live stream.
Oh, really?
So shout out to everyone who's watching this either instead of or as well as the rugby.
Oh, thank you very much. I mean, you could watch both at the same time.
Of course, yeah.
I mean, gosh, do you know, I didn't know about that.
No, and a good thing to say is, as well as people who are watching the rugby right now, and also the people that are saying, how on earth can I remember all this? This live stream will be kept on for hopefully as long as you want.
As long as my YouTube channel is live, that stays on there, and as long as YouTube keeps going, then this tutorial will stay on there. You see, so you can always go back to it. You know. Yes, I didn't know about that rugby. I suppose I should sing a "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot," shouldn't I? Longing for to carry me home, swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. I mean, I'm not sure. I know that song is kind of connected with rugby somehow, but
In some way.
I don't know what it
We've
is.
still got a lot of people watching, so thank you to
Well, thank you for everyone that's chosen the live stream over the Six Nations rugby.
That's a big commitment.
Who's winning?
Let us know. Marek, I don't know if I pronounced your name right, so I'm really sorry if I haven't, but Marek.
Marek, is it?
Marek, I think, has given in the super chat and said, "Hello Terry, thank you for being. Keep it up."
Marek, old boy. Thank you very much. Cheers. I'll drink to that.
And apparently that riff was one of Olivier's favourites when he found your YouTube tutorials.
Ah, is Olivier on there, is he?
Yeah.
Great. All right, Olivier, how you doing?
Matthew has said that the tutorial's great. The only problem is that he doesn't have a piano.
Yes, that is a drag, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit of a problem.
Well, I mean, get yourself a little electric keyboard, though. You know.
Apparently, England is 3-0 at the moment. If you're
So I think "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot" is the England kind of rugby song, isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it is.
Well, SPU has a very interesting question.
Yes.
Can you play drunk?
I don't know that one. How does it go?
Shush.
Answer to that is, it depends how drunk. I tell you what happens, and it has happened only once or twice. You know, when I've had a little bit too much. I tell you what happens. Right, I'm all right with a few. But your brain knows where the notes are and what you want to do, but your fingers just don't seem to go there for some reason. So yeah, the answer is it depends how drunk. I sort of know when to cap it now before I do a gig, you know.
Olivier likes tutorials but doesn't like cider.
Not yet. Right then, I think it's time for a Name That Tune.
I think so too.
Okay, everybody. This is the first one, okay? One more time. I'm making it easy the first one. They do get harder.
I mean, maybe Russell Player likes that quite a lot because he's just given in the super chat.
Ah, Russell. Russell Player.
Yes.
Russell, old boy. I'll drink to that. Cheers.
Matthias, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say
I know Matthias, yeah.
And Woodstock Envy and Matt have also, and Steve, and a lot of people actually have all said, ABBA, money, money, money.
Yes, I'm not hinting.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who got that one, so
okay.
Shout out to everyone. So Russell Player, My Life, Woodstock Envy, yeah.
Okay, Woodstock Envy, that's a good name.
Elton John Archive, got the song right. Don't know if he was a big fan of the song, but he got it right. So
okay, that's good anyway. Okay, then we'll have another one of those in about 15 minutes.
Great.
So I'm going to carry on with this boogie theme. I want to show you the second part to this 12 bar. before we move on to Maybe It's Because I'm a Londoner and Lean on Me. So, Els, let's come with the camera. And so far we've got... I'm going to move on to the second part now. So the second part is very similar to the first part. The riff is about the same. So that's the difference. It just does that at the end. So instead of going, it starts the same. So the same as before. Index on the E flat, thumb on the E, G, A, G, and then E and C together, A, G, and the second time, and it goes like this then. E and C, to F and D, to F sharp, and E flat and G and E. Fingers you want your thumb and little finger for that, little run up. So. So it just tags that on the end, so together. And then the second part, when you move to the F, it goes like this. So on the F, instead of going like this on the F, that's you've done that already in the first one. So on the F this time you go, it's C and E flat with these two fingers, index and third, and then move to the D, to the C, D, C, and then play the C and E flat together. So it's like this. So. Okay. Then back to the C, obviously, because we're in the 12 bar. And then on the G bit this time we go. Okay, so that is B and G, and just move up like this, B and G, thumb on the B, little finger on the G, and then C to A, C sharp to B flats, and then D and B. So, and what I do sort of to make it to give it a bit of an effect is kind of that. I mean, that's just a practice thing, really. All I'm doing, I'm trilling with the thumb on the D, the little finger on the B, on D and B. So it's... So if you want to practice that, you sort of... just do it really slow. So it's like this then. And on the F, it's the same then. A and F to B flats and G, to B and A flats, to C and A. So let's just do that again, that whole thing. So we've done the first bit. This is the second kind of riff in the 12 bar, just to break it up a bit. So it begins just like we did in the first one. And then at the end, you see, there's two things you can do at the end. So when you've done the G riff, you go, which is the intro, just exactly the same as the intro. Or for a little bit of a change, you can go. You can do that alternative intro, which we looked at on lesson 1 about a month ago. So you got a choice of. Again. Stop. So you can alternate them just so it doesn't get, you know, a bit like the same. So okay, just to go over that riff again. And on the F, it's this one. Okay. And then. So what I tend to do, you see, then, you haven't got to necessarily stick to exactly what I've just shown. You can kind of mix and match. So what you could take a bit out of the first kind of 12 bar, mix it with the second 12 bar. So you can, once you've got these notes to play with, which is so far E flat, E. So the riff is. Now imagine if you get these notes and just play them in a bit of a random order, you just make it up as you go, like so. So I'm just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just playing around with 5 notes there. So there you have it, really. You can kind of, I mean, you can, once you know those little riffs, you can kind of just play around with them as you choose, as you please, and there's many of these little tricks where there's little different scales. There's the blues scale, which we haven't got onto yet, but we will do that, you know, maybe the next time. And there's loads of little things like that, and you sort of just mix and match it. So basically what the idea is, you see, to get a sort of 3 or 4 minute boogie, okay, say in C or the key of G, whatever, but at this stage we're in C. And the idea is not to repeat each round of the 12 bar exactly the same as it. So make each 12 bar slightly different, you see. So, and once you get a 4 minute boogie, then that's enough really just to get up somewhere in a bar or a pub or a friend's party or something like that and kind of do a party piece, as they say, you know, and that's it, you've got it. And people can dance to it, it's up tempo. And you know, it's doable. And once you learn one boogie woogie piece, you think, oh, I understand how it works now. And then you can just, you know, there's so many avenues. Once you start exploring the scales and everything, you know, it's amazing, really, what you can do.
Well, just before you move on to the next section, we've got a super chat donations very kindly from Chris Hankin.
Yes, Chris Hankin.
Who says all these little riffs, hints and tips are just what a beginner wants to hear.
Fantastic. I'm glad to hear that. That's what I'm here for, really.
Yeah. And also
thank you, Chris. Yeah.
Kentucky Brandon.
I know Kentucky Brandon as well, yeah.
A local experimentalist.
I know, I met.
Says hello and is very
I met him on Thursday.
Oh, wonderful.
Ken. It's Ken, I think, his name. Yeah,
hope
Ken.
So.
Yeah, hope so, yeah.
Yeah.
Not Ken from South Africa, though, this time.
And Lindsay and Stephen have both said, is that song that you were talking about, Black Bill?
Yes, I forgot what the title was, but yes, that's it. How did you discover that?
I mean, it could have been from the back of their mind, or it could have been with a little bit of a Google search.
Yeah,
but
that's right.
We don't know.
It's just come back to me. When I was a kid, I used to play "I Hear You Knocking" by Dave Edmunds, and one day I flipped the single over, and that was what was on the B side, and it's just an instrumental, and that's it. It's pretty much what I've just shown you, and it's in C, and it's played on like a Wurlitzer electric piano. And it's brilliant, you know. And I used to just play black. I didn't play "I Hear You Knocking" in the end. I used to play the B side, and then I started to pick it out when I was about, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years old, and I loved it, and I still love it to this day. But but it's been years since I heard it. But yeah, that's right. That's exactly what it is. Well done.
Thomas Williams said, Terry lit up the stream on Thursday, of course.
Yeah, Thomas, old boy. Thomas, I'm glad you like that. Yeah, I mean, of course we had a special guest, didn't we? We had Ben Turi all the way from France who came over especially for the occasion, and he's amazing. It's the first time I've met him and the first time I've kind of played with him. But wow, what a guy, and what a smashing, lovely guy as well. We all went to the pub afterwards. You might be surprised to hear.
Kentucky Brandon has just given to the super chat again and said Blueberry Hill is a request.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, I've had lots of requests to do a tutorial on Blueberry Hill. And the thing is about Blueberry Hill, the original is in B flat. So I don't know whether to sort of do the tutorial in B flat because it's a little bit more tricky than C, or transpose it to C. Because if you're a beginner really, you want to learn it in C, but you never know, you might want to explore B flat. But we will do a tutorial on that, and if we've got time at the end, I might just do it and play it and sing it anyway, just to give you an idea.
Thank you very much for that.
Is that who's that? Is that
Kentucky Brandon.
Kentucky Brandon, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
And also we've just had another super chat from someone called Gibbo.
Gibbo, old boy.
Who says, total beginner here, and I've now got some good things to practice. Thank you.
You're very, very welcome, and thank you.
And I think we might have spoken about this last week a little bit, but Greg says, what is that strange machine in the background with two wheels turning?
Well, it's an old, from the 1950s, it's an old Sony, okay? It's an old Sony, and it's got a built-in microphone, and what I do, I record the audio, obviously it's just audio, of the live stream tutorial, because when I play it back, it sounds different than it does sort of digitally on YouTube, and I might put them to CDs, for people that are partially sighted that can't watch YouTube, and yeah, so that's what I'm making CDs for that. So it's for people that are partially sighted, can't watch YouTube, can't see what I'm doing. So if they can hear it, and they can, I'll put it on an audio CD, then they can just put it on in the, on their CD player. So that's the idea of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just sounds better. I could just record it on a digital format if I wanted to, but I don't know. It's just something about things going round, isn't there? Don't you agree?
I agree.
It's brilliant. I love it.
A lot of people seem to like that addition to the live stream.
Yeah. Okay then. So, that's as regards 12-bar boogies in C. That's where what I'm doing for today, and then we'll move on to more tricks. And there's all sorts of tricks and tricks of the trade, as I like to call them. But I don't want to sort of overdo it on the first lesson or the second or third lesson. We'll just sort of do it bit by bit, and as I say, that this will be kept on the channel, so you can just keep going back to it if you want. So the second, I've had a request. I've had a genuine request to learn. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner, so I'm going to quickly do this. I'm going to sing it first. Okay, I'll play the instrumental of it actually before I sing it. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I think of her wherever I go. I get a funny feeling inside of me just walking up and down. But maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London town. Woo! Okay, so I'm not going to labour too much on this one, okay? But I will show you what it is. Watch. I'm doing this in the key of F. So here we go, middle C there. And it starts like that. So there's your F chord, but I'm doing that inversion of it. C, F, and A. So I'm playing an octave Fs in the left hand. So it goes like this, look. So you got F like that. Then I move down to in the left hand from octave Fs to octave E flat. So okay, so you got, and then in the right hand, C, E flat, and A, and then I go to D7. So it's a D, octave bass in the left hand, and D7th in the right hand. So it's C, D, F sharp, and A. So far you go. And then B flat, A, G, F, D. So far, F, F7th, D7th, and then I'm just playing the melody here with the right hand instead of singing it. B flat to A, and then to G. See that? That's just a straight G, or G, F, so it's G7th actually. G, F, D, and then E flat, C, and the C bass, then G, A flat, and back to F. So therefore that's half the song. So F, F7th, D7th. Maybe it's because I'm a G Londoner. That's E flat, I, E, C, love, G, A flat, back to F, and then I throw this bit in the gap. It's not actually in the song, but it's.
Yeah, you've had a lot of questions about that, to be honest.
I just sort of say have a banana at that bit. I don't know why.
SPU3 says it's because have an apple sounds wrong.
Yeah, it doesn't fit with the syllables. That's it.
No,
Yeah, have an apple. No, have a banana. So it's C, D, E, D, C. And then he goes back to the beginning again. Maybe it's only a bit though, the first bit. Maybe it's because it's a lovely little rundown that is. F, F7th. I'm a Londoner. G again, and then it stays on the G. That I think of her, and I'm playing the tune at the top. That I think of her. A, G, F, D, and then A flat, then A, G, F sharp to C. So that bit is wherever I go, and then C augmented. So I'll do that again. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I think of her wherever I go. C augmented is just C with that G raised to the A flat. So it's that old chord sequence, you know. It's called C augmented. And then the third bit is maybe it's because. So that's the same again. So it does that bit 3 times if you think about it, because like the first bit is maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London town, and there's you have a banana bit, and then the second bit goes back to start. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I think of her wherever I go. There's your C augmented. I get a funny feeling. So that's the same again. It does it 3 times. I get a funny feeling inside of me. To G. Just then to C, walking, play the C chord in the left hand, walking, G, A flat, and then it's A, an A chord, but I'm not playing the whole chord like that. I'm just playing C sharp and an A at the top of the little finger, and octave A's in the left hand, and I'll do this look. What that is A stays on the A with the little finger. Put your index finger on the C sharp and octave A's in the left. And as you run up the scale, keep that A on at the top. Don't move your little finger off that A, and make sure it plays every time. So don't let it just get lazy and go. It's got to play. So the right hand is playing C sharp and A, D and A, E flat and A, and C and A. So. And the last bit of the song is, but maybe it's because F, it goes to F, but instead of playing that inversion of an F, this time it plays this inversion. Maybe I'm playing the tune. See, if you were singing this now, you wouldn't necessarily be playing the melody in the right hand. I'm just playing the melody in the right hand now for those of you that prefers not to sing it, just wants to do it as an instrumental. So maybe it's so this bit is F to B natural. Maybe go down to the E flats with your thumb in the right hand and E flat octaves in the left. Maybe it's because. So you said that bit. Maybe it's because, and that's your D7th again. I'm a, then G minor, Londoner, D, B flat and G, that, and then C. I love London, aging town. And all together now. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner. So, have I lost all my followers now?
No. I saw someone, I can't remember who it was, but they suggested maybe it's because I'm a Brummie.
Oh yes, I sort of tend to forget that.
It's got the B-side.
Yeah, that's the B-side. That's a good one actually. Maybe it's because I'm from Birmingham.
Very good. Matty England has donated to the super chat very kindly.
Matty, old boy, you're a gentleman. You're a gentleman.
He says, I'm sure I'll be annoying my neighbours practising the boogie bit all week.
Good, that's what you want to do. Get them into it as well.
Oh my goodness, there's quite a lot of comments, so I'm just trying to go through them and see what people have been saying. I do remember, it might have been Steve, but I could be wrong, who asked what the certificates were above the piano, and Thomas Williams suggested that they might be degrees from Oxford.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah. Thomas Williams is right. I'll show you. Now this one, look, I don't know if you can get a close-up on that. See that? It's grade 1, which is not bad. 12th of July, 1979, okay? And it's the London College of Music, look. London College of Music. And then this one here is grade 3. I think I skipped grade 2. Went straight to grade 3. And look, that was in 1980. April the 24th, okay? And this one over here is the 15th of July 1981. And that's grade 4. I did actually get grade 5. Actually, no, I didn't. I can't remember. No, I didn't.
At least you're honest.
I think I dreamt that.
A big thank you to Sue, who just gave in the super chat. It is the Sue.
Sue. Joe's daughter, Sue. I know Sue. Thank you, Sue. And it's a shame that you couldn't make it on Thursday, but thanks for. I know you were watching it on the old live stream, so I read your comments and stuff, and thank you for the super chat and everything else. Hopefully next time you can make it. It'd be great.
Robert Bryant says, I deeply appreciate your sharing and your knowledge. Thank you so very much.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for, you see. That is what I'm here for.
Oh, and we've had another donation from Kentucky Brandon, who says,
wow.
How much is the Amazing Grace Boogie Boogie version in US dollars?
Well, send me your email, Brandon. It's Kentucky Brandon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Send me your email. You've got my email, haven't you? I think. You've got my email? Probably. Anyway, it's terrymiles8@msn.com. Terry Miles and then a number 8@msn.com. Drop me a line and I'll send it to you. I'll just send you the download, it's fine. I'll send it to you. I'm the house, old boy. I'm the house.
That's very kind. Alright, Dave really enjoyed the Maybe It's Because I'm a Londoner tutorial. Do
you know what I forgot to do? Dave, thank you. Before you read the news, I forgot to do my second...
oh, you did?
Name that tune. Look, and here it is, look. One more time. No clues. Anyone?
Let's see. Ewan is the first person to say Mamma Mia.
Hey, Ewan! Well done, old boy.
Nicely done.
I'm going to do a little... Well done, old boy.
And Sue says, ABBA, easy.
I have to think. Okay, then here's one. This is a little. This is a bit different. Look. Anyone for that one?
Oh, that's a bit more difficult.
I'll do it one more time. Watch.
Well, none have come through yet, but I just want to say, this is a catfish, but apparently Philip Schofield has said that he likes the bike in the background. The chopper.
Oh, you do a close up of that. I'm glad that Phil's tuning in. Has he got Holly with him?
Oh, I haven't seen Holly in the chat,
Okay.
but possibly. So yeah, that's
Yeah. 1975, I think that bike.
nice. Well, no one. Sue says, "Damn, I know it, but I can't remember."
Okay. I'm gonna give if no one's got it so far, I'm gonna give the first chord away. Okay. What? Second chord. Is that giving it away?
That's. It did for me, but.
I mean, maybe I'm playing it very badly or something.
No. Someone pointed out that I think it's because I'm a Londoner and Yellow Submarine have a lot of similarities in the way they're written.
Oh, let's have a look. Hang on. We are living in yellow submarine. A yellow submarine. A yellow submarine. Maybe it's because yeah. I know where they're coming from with that.
Very, very well picked up. Steve says, "Oh, I know it. Can you play name that tune one more time?"
Okay, I'm gonna play.
Nice. I mean, no one has actually said it yet, but George Greenway did say "arat-ta-ta-ta-da."
Oh, but you got to get the title though.
Yeah.
The correct spelling.
Oh my goodness. Nice. So people are speculating, is it the real Philip Schofield? I mean, I don't know how we're going to be sure of that, to be honest.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, you never know. I think I read somewhere that he plays the piano.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. I might have dreamt it as well.
Duncan says chanson.
Well done, old boy. He's going to get this. Look.
And to be fair, Duncan said chanson, but then George Greenaway did follow it up with l'amour. So.
Okay. Well, he'll get another. Whoops.
And a big shout out to Kirk and the Hammond player who were first to get the full title chanson d'amour, of course.
Who's that? What was his name?
The Hammond player.
The Hammond player.
And Kirk.
So, okay, if he's the Hammond player then, right? Does he know what this is?
A lot of people are saying time is tight.
Okay, well done. Right, listen. Anyone got that one?
Oh, we'll see. Well, I think you did promise some red socks to some people last week, and they're waiting for them. So.
Okay, well they'll have to email. If they email me, right, and with their address, then they will get them sent first class post.
Nice. Michael says Terry for Prime Minister.
I don't know about that.
I mean, Philip Schofield has said that it's been a difficult week, but I appreciate him watching the stream just to celebrate the music.
Phil, it's good to have you aboard, man. You know.
Honestly, I didn't know that. Oh, so Aaron has said "Walking on Sunshine?" Question
No.
But I did think. That
I know
first.
where you're coming from with that, but because it's you're right. Yeah, it's the same sort of chords, isn't it? I'm walking on sunshine. I'm walking on sunshine. And don't it feel good? Yeah, I could see. Yeah, I never thought of that. They are similar, but the time is tight is your clue on this one, right? And it's the same band, Booker T and the MGs, but what's it called?
Well, I've seen a lot of people saying this title in the comments, and I don't know if they're saying it in reference to the song, or if it's just some other thing that I don't know about. But I've seen a lot of people saying Soul Limbo.
Yes, Soul Limbo. Who got that then? A lot of people.
Yeah, it was George, the first person I saw.
George, is George first?
I don't know, but that's.
He's going to get one of these. Look, he's going to get a very special. Okay.
Yeah, very good. A lot of people are saying that if you're Prime Minister, then you'll get to play Boogie Woogie in Buckingham Palace, and that would make a good video.
Gosh, imagine that.
We'll have to get on that. I think that's what's new for this.
I'll write letters to the Queen.
And Kirk says, Kirk has actually given to the super chat just now.
Kirk, old boy, you're a gentleman.
And has said, at some point, could you do a Chas and Dave medley?
Good idea. Good idea. Yes. Okay. Ain't no pleasing you and rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. Yeah,
Good.
yeah. Very good idea that is. Who suggested that?
That was Kirk.
Kirk. Okay. Okay, Kirk. I'll bear that in mind. Yeah, because I like Chas and Dave. Yeah.
Ewan, I know it isn't New Year's, but Ewan has asked, could you do an Auld Lang Syne boogie?
Yeah, I've done that on my channel actually. Thinking about it, I did it. I think about a year ago. Well, it would be about a year, wouldn't it? Yeah. Funny enough, it was a year last December. Okay. Yeah,
there's just a lot of nice comments as well as a lot of suggestions. Let me see. All right, a lot of people are saying that they've been going to the shops specifically to try Aspel cider, and everyone who I've seen so far has said that they like it. So
yeah, it's the best, you know. And I tell you, it's even better when you get it on if you go into a pub and you get it on draft. You know, that's the best. That's the best. There's a pub that we go into after we do our King's Cross St Pancras sessions, and we all go there, you know, and they serve Aspel on draft, which is very rare, very, very rare. So I'm going to do my next tutorial now, which I've had lots of requests for, called Lean On Me, you know, the Bill Withers one. And this is, I'm not going to show the whole song, okay, yeah, but I'm going to do the main part. And look, it's this, look. Okay, Lean On Me. Now, everyone will probably recognise the piano intro, right? The main part of the song. I know there's another part that goes, just call on me, brother. But should we do that bit?
Yeah,
this is really easy, and I mean it. It is really easy. Watch. What you do, you just play. You get your left hand on octave C, like that. Little finger on the C down there. Thumb on the C there. Now, your thumb here on the E. Your index on the G. And your little finger on the C. And lo and behold, you have the chord of C. But not up there. It won't sound the same if you do it there. It has to be down here. So there, your little finger basically, your top note at the moment, just to start with, is middle C, which your little finger is on, okay? So you've got your octaves. So the left hand is not playing chords at all. The left hand is just playing single notes. When I say single notes, it's actually playing two notes. But they're octaves, so they're kind of single notes. So the right hand is playing C, G, and E, G, and C. Okay, so now watch. If you just follow the same finger and just move up like that, just don't move your fingers or anything, just move them up. It's that kind of thing, but he doesn't go all the way up to the C. He just goes this, like this. So you move from there. I'll hide these with the fingers here in case they get in the way. And then you move to D, octave in the left hand with an F and an A and a D at the top. And then you move to an E octave in the left hand and you play an E, a G and a B and an E. And then an F octave in the left hand and an A and a C and an F. So. Okay? And all the way back down again. So it's just that. So watch. Okay, but there is one more little thing, just like Columba. Just one more thing, sir. Okay, it goes like this, look. And you do this, look. It does that little thing in the gap. Now that, so when you've moved up to F, there's a little gap, and your finger goes D, F, and B flat to C, F, and A. That F stays on with your index finger, and then it goes back down, and it does the same thing again in C. Okay, so all it's doing, you could just play it without those. Go. But it wouldn't sound as good. You got to put them little bits in the gaps. So it's just filling in the gaps, really. So that. Then back down again. A, C, and F. To G, C, and E. And then this last bit is same again. Move from C, the C chord, to the D minor chord. Now this bit is this bit. G, octave bass in the left hand, with a G and a B and an E here, with an F and an A and a D. Then it goes, same thing again. And then G bass with a D and an F and a B. End on C. So the good news about this song is it is actually in C, so there's not many kind of sharps and flats to worry about. So watch. One more time. 1, 2, 3, and. Oh yeah, and he does this bit in the gap. G, A, C, A. Sometimes in our lives we'll have pain, we'll have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend, I'll let you. Okay?
I think everyone liked that.
Yes, it's a good one, yeah.
We've had a super chat from Steve.
Steve, oh boy. Okay. You're a gentleman, sir.
And also another from Kentucky Brandon. So thank you very much.
Kentucky Brendan, remember, send me an email.
Oh, he's just emailed you, by the way.
Brilliant. And, okay, I'll send you, straight after this live stream, I'll send you my Amazing Grace digital download.
Nice. Okay, so I'm just trying to go back.
With WeTransfer.
Yes. Right. SPU3 says that this tutorial has inspired them to take their keyboard out of the box.
Yeah, definitely, you should, yeah.
I think that's where everyone has to start, really.
Yeah, and, you know, a keyboard, even if you get keyboards with just 61 notes, it's good, you know, it's enough to learn on and learn the rest. If you can get 88 keys, obviously it's better, but 61 is fine.
Michael says, can you do the Okie Kokie at some point?
Is he serious?
Don't know.
Okay, yeah, I mean, actually, you know, it's probably not a bad idea, that. How's that?
Very good. Roman says, are you going to ever do a bar piano tour?
Yes, it's not bad.
That's quite an interesting idea.
Well, it's funny you should say that. Now, yes. What I'm going to do, before my last Name That Tune, I've got, there won't be a live stream till the 29th of February because next week it's half term. And in half term, because Elsie's obviously still at school, she's doing her exams and studying, we take the opportunity, because obviously Elsie is my camera lady, most of the time. I have two camera people. I have Elsie and I have my friend Russell, who's out of the band that I'm in called Go Kart Mozart. You might want to check Go Kart Mozart out, actually. It's electronics kind of band, pop music, kind of not really boogie woogie, but there's a bit of boogie woogie. It's got boogie woogie in it. Well, it has to really if I'm in the band.
Yeah,
There's touches, there's hints and allegations of boogie woogie in the band. But Go Kart Mozart, and this is the singer here, a lyricist. He's called Lawrence, and I write the music and he writes the words. And we have a little band together. We play very rarely, actually, but we do the odd gig here and there. We got a couple of albums already out, 3 albums I think. There might be 4, I've lost count. And we've got a couple more coming out this year. But yeah, check it out if you've ever got a chance. Go Kart Mozart. Anyway, Russell is the bass player in Go Kart Mozart. And he also, when we're not Go Kart Mozarting, he's my camera person. And he's the guy that filmed the live stream on Thursday. And he's done my church one in St. Jude's and St. Paul's. I did last week as well. But Elsie obviously she's my main camera girl. But next week is half term, so I'm not doing. Is that right?
it is, yeah.
Friday you break up, isn't it?
Yeah.
From school. I just want to check that. I thought it might be a week out or something, but no, you break up on Friday. Now, but the thing is, when I'm going away for a week, about sort of 8 days, 9 days, and I'm going to be doing a pub quest again because the weather's getting a little bit better. Spring is in the air. The daffodils are coming up, and I'm going to be doing a bit of a pub quest again. And so, so basically, has anyone ever heard of Tamworth? It's in the kind of the Midlands, Tamworth, Tamworth. Now, if anybody happens to be, watching from the Tamworth area, I am going to Tamworth on Tuesday the 18th of this month. It falls in the half term. And in Tamworth, there is a pub called the Tamworth Tap. The Tamworth Tap. So, and I'm going to get there at 5:30 because it doesn't open until 5, I think, in the evening. It's the Tamworth Tap in Tamworth. The Tamworth Tap in Tamworth. The Tamworth Tap in Tamworth. The Tamworth Tap in Tamworth opens at 5 o'clock. So I'm going to get there at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, sorry, about 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock. And I'm going to be live streaming from the Tamworth Tap in Tamworth from 5:30 to about 6. I'm going to see how it goes. It might be 5:30 to 6:30. And I'm doing it with my brother Anthony, acoustic milestone, the great harmonica player and piano player and guitarist and singer. So me and Anthony, myself and Anthony, are going to be doing a live stream from the Tamworth Tap in Tamworth on the 18th of this month. It's a Tuesday, and we're going to start it at 5:30 GMT, that's British time, for about an hour, 5:30 to 6:30. So if you're around, obviously it's got a bar in it, it's great, you can have a drink, it's got some peanuts and crisps if you want that, a few snacks, a few gherkins on the bar, a few, that kind of thing. And yeah, they've got a piano apparently. So the gaffer from the pub actually phoned me. Well, he emailed me, and then I called him on the phone, and he's invited me on my pub quest to do a live stream from the Tamworth Tap in Tamworth. So if anyone's there close to Tamworth, please come along, because the more the merrier. We could do with a bit of a crowd, really. So yeah, could do with an audience, obviously. So I might be just playing to no one, but obviously if I'm on the live stream, I won't be playing to no one, because you'll all be there, won't you? Hopefully.
So will there be a tutorial live stream next Saturday or not?
No, because next Saturday is when we're leaving, and I'm going to be doing church quests as well. I'm going out on the church quest Saturday. I'm going around Essex, and I'm going to be doing a church quest, because I do church quests, church piano quests, as well as pub piano quests. And the church quests, and I obviously go to churches and I play a few hymns and do a bit of a commentary on the church, sort of do a little bit of history on the church. And so I'm going to be doing that. So I'm doing church quests and piano. So the next, anyway, I won't ramble anymore about that. The point is, the next live stream tutorial is going to be on Saturday the 29th of February. Saturday the 29th of February is going to be the next live stream tutorial. So there's going to be 2 Saturdays off, basically. But they're not really off, because I'll be doing quests. So there's other things happening. Yeah, so, yeah.
So, Sue, and so there's been 2 suggestions, either to end the stream with tonight, or
tonight?
Just to sort of finish the stream today.
Oh, sorry. Is it a song called Tonight?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, just
Okay.
tonight, or next...
I thought it'd be like, tonight I celebrate my love.
No. So, or next week, potentially. We've had one request from someone for Grange Hill, and we've had the suggestion from Sue for Long Way to Tipperary, or Long Way to Tipperary.
Oh, yeah.
Very good. Well, we've just had a super chat from 158 Driver, who says, "Who is in the photo above the piano?" I think we have spoken about this in a previous live stream. But
Okay, just
show it again.
This is a band that I joined in 1985. That's me there, and I went to Switzerland to live. Well, I say to live, it's for 6 months, and they're called Chester Simon Superlove. Check them out. They might be on YouTube actually. Chester Simon Superlove. Now, this guy here, he's Chester. He was the boss of the band. This is the drummer, Tony. This is Jimmy, my roommate. I shared rooms with Jimmy. And the only reason we shared rooms was because we were the only ones in the band at the time that smoked. No one else smoked, you see. So because we were smokers, we shared rooms. That's me, obviously. And this is Mel. Now, Mel is a brilliant singer. He's still around. He's still gigging. He's pretty well known, actually, around here. Now, this is Annette. She was the lady singer. Now, this is my great friend and absolutely most amazing musician, Phil. His name's Phil Henry. and he's from Jamaica, but now he lives in, where does he live now? He lives in LA. And he lived in Birmingham, then he went to London, then he went to live in LA. He's been all around the place because his dad is a vicar. And so he has to move around. Well, he did anyway. I'm going back 30 more years. So, but yeah, But when I knew him then, he was kind of very young. So he sort of went around with his dad and his family. But I'm still remembering him like that. But this photo's like 30 years old. So I know he lives in LA. I see him on YouTube and stuff. But he's the most amazing musician.
A lot of people are saying thanks for that last tune. I think it was a success.
So let me just. I want to do one more name that tune.
Okay.
Now, I'm just going to play the first notes, right?
Oh.
Anyone?
Not yet, but it takes a while for it to load. Let's just see how many come in.
I'll give it a few seconds, then I'll do the next part.
Yeah.
I'll do it again, look.
A couple of people saying no idea. I think SPU has taken an educated guess with ABBA, but I don't think that's correct.
He's slightly off.
I mean, I can understand why they went for that, seen as the theme of the other
Yeah,
songs.
there were ABBA songs. Okay.
Dennis says it's familiar. Oh, William says Wings.
Well done. What's he called then? What's the name?
No one said it yet.
Someone's knocking at the door.
Dave got it. Dave Adams 5. Someone's knocking on the door.
It's not called Someone's Knocking at the Door.
Wow.
It is Paul McCartney and Wings, but it might be just Wings. I'm not sure what it's billed as. It's either Paul McCartney and Wings or just Wings. But it's not called Someone's Knocking at the Door.
Glenn has said, is it called My Love?
No. You're in the right kind of era.
George says, Let Me In.
Not. He's almost there.
Lindsay says, Let Them In.
Not quite. It's let them in.
Oh wait, actually Lindsay did say that.
Let them in. Let them in. Who's got that? Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Lindsay, you're gonna get a with a little. Yeah. So it goes like this. Look, it goes. Someone's knocking at the door. Somebody's ringing the bell. Someone's knocking at the door. Somebody's ringing the bell. Do me a favor, open the door and let 'em in. Oh yeah. So let's do a quick tutorial on that. Go on, this is you'll like this. Anyone that's a McCartney fan or a Wings fan will like this. Not a lot, but anyway, it's B flat, but don't get put off by that. So the left hand just does this, look. Little finger on the B flat there, thumb on there. But it's not staccato like that, it's actually like this. So you just do that with the left hand. Now the right hand just plays two notes. Okay?
Stop that because it was making a bit of a noise.
Okay, sorry. All right then. The right hand plays A and D. Just two notes, okay? Index on the A, little finger on the D. So you play the octave B flats and go. It's just a to D, and then A, then G and D. The second bit is A and B flat. So. That's it, apart from the Sister Susie, blah, 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 Uncle, dum, dum, dum. Well, I'll get onto that another time. You don't need to know that bit. That's the main bit.
Very nice. A lot of people like that song, I think.
Let them in, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then, so I'm going to kind of round off the stream now.
Kirk says the music from the People's Postcode Lottery.
Yes. Okay, then. Who said that? Kirk?
Kirk.
All right, then. Now, I know that advert, the People's Postcode Lottery, and it's a cover version.
Ah.
Okay. Who did that then?
Oh, so much trivia tonight.
Who did the cover that's on the Postcode Lottery? I know who it is. It's not ABBA. People have got to stop talking about ABBA. It's doing my Sweden. Do you like that one?
Very good.
That's quite good, isn't
Oh my
it?
goodness.
I should be a comedian, shouldn't I?
You're wasted here. Local experimentalist says, unfortunately, I have to go to work now, but enjoy your day.
Okay,
Next
Ken.
week.
Ken, it was great seeing you on Thursday, old boy. Thank you for coming.
Very good.
And I like your footage on YouTube, by the way, as well. I've seen that.
No.
Yeah.
Matt says, Terry, my sense of humour is at your level. Fantastic.
Okay, so.
You're saying ABBA. Stop saying it's ABBA.
I mean, I don't know if they ever did cover a McCartney song. I mean, did? Might have done. I mean, I don't know. I don't know many ABBA. I know the hits, but I don't know like B-sides and everything.
Oh, Daniel says Grange Hill.
Yeah. Try again.
Nicely.
Where's Tucker Jenkins when you need him? And Gripper. That's for Gripper.
Matty England says it reminds him of being 10 again.
Yeah, it's a good bass line actually. That is.
Happy birthday, Dennis.
Dennis?
Today he's 57.
57. Happy birthday, old boy.
Oh, someone says the Postcode Lottery advert version is
Yeah.
a cover by soul singer Billy Paul.
Yeah, well
the
done.
man behind Me and Mrs. Jones
That's
in
right.
1977. That is Tapper 777.
Billy, well done. And I'll tell you something about Billy Paul. He was actually on the radio, for those that are interested, right? When Elsie was born.
Yeah.
He
that's
was.
Very true.
And Me and Mrs. Jones was the track that was actually playing on the radio when Elsie was literally being born, because they had the radio on in the I think it was to drown out all the noise about me. but Billy Paul, Me and Mrs. Jones was on the radio. So that
Fun fact.
2004. There you go.
Right.
Fun facts, lots of trivia and fun
Yeah.
facts. Anyway, I'm going to round it off now,
Okay.
and I'm going to play Blueberry Hill because somebody requested that earlier on. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, actually, I've just thought of something. Before I do Blueberry Hill, at 8 o'clock, is it 8 o'clock, Elsie?
8 o'clock, yeah.
8 o'clock tonight, Elsie is going to be doing her weekly live stream.
I'll turn the camera around.
Hello. Elsie's going to be doing her weekly live stream here in this very studio at 8 p.m, 8 o'clock GMT,
GMT.
British time. And she's going to be broadcasting live on her channel, not this channel, but her Elsie's channel. And your channel is called...
Elsie Miles.
So if you put Elsie, ELSIE, Elsie Miles, you'll find Elsie's channel. And she's going to be broadcasting as she does every Saturday, apart from when she's with me doing camera work.
True.
And Yes.
Yeah.
So 8 o'clock, from 8 o'clock till 9 o'clock tonight, which is in about an hour's time or an hour and a half time.
Yeah.
8 to 9, Elsie's going to be playing a selection of songs, which will be self-penned songs, her own songs, and some of them, and cover versions as well. She's going to be playing the guitar, the electric guitar, the acoustic guitar, and this piano. Okay? So if you could tune into Elsie's channel, that would be great.
Yeah.
I tune into it and watch it. I watch it from upstairs. You know. Yeah.
And thank you to everyone who does tune in.
And thank you to everybody for tuning in here, and thank you for who's that? Is that Driver?
158 Driver.
158 Driver. Thank you for the super chats, and thank you for everybody for the super chats, and
for watching this over
and
the
of
rugby.
course for watching this and choosing it over the rugby.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great. Six Nations rugby.
Great. Okay.
So I'm going to play Blueberry Hill.
Nice.
And then we're going to call it a day. And then I'm going to get the room set up for Elsie. Okay?
Thank you.
I found my friend on Blueberry Hill. On Blueberry Hill, where I found you. The moon stood still on Blueberry Hill. It lingered until my dreams came true. The wind in the willow played love's sweet melody. But all of those vows we made were only to be. Though we're apart, you bother me still. For you were my thrill on Blueberry Hill. The wind in the willow played love's sweet melody. But all of those vows we made were only to be. Though we're apart, you bother me still. For you were my thrill on Blueberry Hill. Well,
Very nice.
thank you everybody, and I'll see you hopefully on the 29th of February, which is 2 weeks today, I think, Saturday the 29th of February at 5 o'clock, for the usual tutorial.
Is that 8 o'clock? Oh no, sorry, 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock, isn't it, for me? 8
Yeah,
o'clock
I
for
made
you.
a mistake. My bad. My bad. I'm not trying to throw you off. I'm not trying to get you to come to my live stream.
It's okay. 5 o'clock for me, 8 o'clock for Elsie. It's always 5 o'clock for me, 8 o'clock for Elsie. And also, if you're around on the 18th, which is a Tuesday, I shall be broadcasting from Tamworth in the West Midlands, which was my first ever gig when I was 14 with my dad's band. A place called Suffield Lodge in Tamworth. So I shall be going back to Tamworth for old time's sake and doing a live stream with Anthony, my brother, acoustic master, and he will have his guitar and he'll be joining me on piano and harmonica and of course his wonderful vocals as well. And yeah, so anyone that can come to the Tamworth Tap in Tamworth at 5 o'clock or about 5:30 on Tuesday the 18th of this month, February. That would be absolutely wonderful.
Nice. Dr. K says, "Don't go, I've just got here."
I'm afraid it's all over, old boy.
But there is the replay, of course.
Yeah.
Kentucky Brandon has given again to the super chat.
I'm going to drink to that, Kentucky Brandon. Cheers, old boy. Yes. So, yeah. And by the way, if Dr. K is watching,
He is.
if he wants to come to Tamworth on the Tuesday the 18th of February this month at 5:30, there's a pub called the Tamworth Tap. The Tamworth Tap in Tamworth. I'm going to be live streaming there. Anthony's going to be there, my brother, Acoustic Milestone, with his harmonica and his guitar and singing. And they've got a piano there in the bar. It's in the Midlands. It's about 100 miles away, I think, from London. So it's a fair distance. But I'm going to be in the area anyway, sort of looking at some old churches, doing a few church piano quests and pub piano quests. But we're going to end up in the Tamworth Tap in Tamworth. I love it. The Tamworth Tap. Yeah. Anyway, at 5 o'clock, 5:30, and if Dr. K happens to be passing Tamworth, then he can call in and we can make a thing of it.
He says, "Is that on a Tuesday?"
A Tuesday, yeah, it's the 18th. It's a Tuesday, the 18th of this month. It's Tuesday, the 18th of February. The Tamworth Tap in Tamworth. It's kind of just outside of the Midlands. It's by Drake Manor Park, I think, that kind of way.
Brendan says, "Brummies don't like Buki."
Well, yeah, I mean, he might be right, but no, that's well, I like it.
Yeah, true. I think he's got another. He said he's got another appointment on that day, unfortunately.
Oh dear. Okay, never mind.
But Gibbo says you and Dr. K's channel showed up recently, and he just wanted to say thank you before he went to bed.
Who did?
Gibbo.
Dr. K?
No, Gibbo.
Oh, Gibbo, right, okay.
No, not
Okay. Okay. Gibbo, old boy, good night.
Yeah.
And is that it?
Pretty much.
Okay then, I'm going to have to do my little ending, everybody. Sorry about this. Sorry. Is William going to an ABBA tribute act?
Yeah, just by coincidence. And a big thank you to everyone who's been watching tonight.
Well, I bet there'll be loads of this lot. And this lot.
And also follow Terry Miles Piano on Instagram.
And don't forget Elsie,
Yeah.
who's my daughter, camera lady.
Hello.
Who will be broadcasting here. What time is it now? It's about 6:30. 8 o'clock tonight, 8 till 9, live streaming, playing guitar, ukulele, piano, singing. It's wonderful. Come and join the party. I tune in every week, so does lots of other people. And I'll see you hopefully on the 18th for my live stream from Tamworth, or if not, the 29th when I do another live stream here, tutorial, on Saturday. Thank you everybody for watching.